Imagine a snake hiding in the grass, not making noise or jumping out, but quietly waiting to bite when you're not paying attention. Now think of that snake as a person. Not the loud enemy who shouts or fights you openly, but someone sneaky, sitting next to you, laughing at your jokes, while secretly planning to ruin your life. This isn't just a story, it's a real danger that's been around forever, hidden behind friendly smiles. Have you ever felt something weird about a person who seems too nice? Maybe your gut tells you something's wrong, but you ignore it, and later wish you hadn't? What if the people you'd never suspect, like the coworker who always agrees with you or the friend who checks in, are actually trying to bring you down? Could you tell the difference between someone who just doesn't like you and someone who wants to destroy everything you have? Here's the thing. Regular hate is loud, like a fire you can see and hear, with angry looks or mean words. But the desire to destroy is quiet, like a glacier moving slowly, crushing everything in its path. These people don't waste time yelling. They make plans. They don't want a small win. They want your job gone, your friendships broken, and your confidence shattered. They might look like a friend, a coworker, or even a stranger, blending in perfectly. And in today's world, with social media showing your every move, your posts, your routines, your chats, they have plenty of ways to track you. This isn't about scaring you. It's about helping you see what's really going on. The Stoic thinker Seneca once said, "If you don't stop a crime you can prevent, you're helping it happen." Ignore this, and you're giving them the tools to hurt you. Let's get started with uncovering 5 clear signs, based on how people act, history, and Stoic ideas, that someone doesn't just dislike you, they're out to ruin you. Number 1, the silent observer. Think of a lion in the wild, not roaring but sitting still, watching its prey closely, waiting for the right moment to strike. Now imagine that lion as a person, calm, quiet, watching you get your coffee, noticing when you go for a walk, and listening to everything you say. This isn't just someone being curious, it's like they're hunting you. The silent observer is like a shadow you can feel, someone who stays near you, learning everything about you without making a fuss. They don't argue or fight, they just watch and remember. Your daily habits, your secrets, the little things you complain about, they collect all of it, not to gossip, but to use against you later. Their quiet isn't shyness, it's the silence of someone planning carefully. They're like a spider building a web while you walk right into it without knowing. For example, let's take Tyler, a guy who loves his fitness routine. Coffee at 7 a.m., gym at 8, walk in the park at 9. A new guy, Brandon, starts showing up, nodding at the gym, talking at the cafe, always around. At first, it seems normal, but then Tyler sees Brandon at the park, then outside his apartment, staring with his phone out. One night, Brandon's taking a picture. Later, someone at work asks about Tyler's schedule. Brandon's not just being friendly, he's following him for a reason. Or consider Samantha, a project manager who's great at her job. A coworker, Matt, starts hanging around, listening to her phone calls, asking random things like, "Do you always eat at that restaurant?" Soon, he's at her lunch spot, her gym, her work events, always smiling. Then a rival company steals her biggest client with information only she knew, and Matt gets promoted. His quiet wasn't kindness, it was a setup. Why do they do this? Silent observers often feel small or want control. They're obsessed with knowing you to feel powerful. They like working in the background, pulling strings without you noticing. They use the little things, like your gym posts online, your complaints about bills, or your Friday plans. They don't need special tools. Your life is already out there for them to study. They wait for the perfect time, when you're stressed or distracted, and then they strike. Their strength is patience. Yours is paying attention. Here's what to do. Keep a note of when and where you see them. Patterns will show up. Trust your gut if something feels wrong. Change your routine. Try a new coffee spot or take a different route, so they can't predict where you'll be. Be careful with what you share online and watch what you say. Ask them directly. "You're around a lot, what's going on?" And see how they react. If it doesn't stop, tell a friend or someone in charge. Slowly stop talking to them or meeting up without making a big deal. If you ignore this, it can get bad. Tyler could have lost everything when his apartment was robbed. Brandon knew exactly when he'd be out. Samantha ignored Matt and lost her job because of his leaks. Emma didn't pay attention to Greg, and a lawsuit ruined her career. Don't wait until it's too late. The Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius said, "Your mind becomes what you focus on." They're focused on you. Turn your focus back to protect yourself. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, it's how we think about them." Their watching isn't the problem. Your awareness is your power. Seneca warned, "Life passes by while we wait." Don't wait to notice them. Time is on their side, not yours. Number 2, the quiet betrayal. Imagine a strong castle, not destroyed by a big attack, but slowly weakened by rain seeping in, cracking the walls until it falls apart. That's what betrayal feels like. Quiet, steady, breaking your trust until everything you rely on collapses. The quiet betrayal is like a thief who doesn't break your door. They sneak in and ruin you with whispers and small lies. They don't yell. They make your friends doubt you and your allies turn away, leaving you confused. They're like termites eating away at your house. By the time you see the damage, it's too late. Their weapon isn't a fight. It's a slow poison, given with a friendly smile. Here's how it happens. Emily is great at her job in advertising. Her ideas win awards and her team loves her. Her coworker Samantha seems supportive. "You're the best, Em." But behind her back, Samantha tells the boss, "Emily's struggling. She missed that deadline." She tells the team, "I hope she's okay." Soon, Emily is left out. No more meetings, no trust, and Samantha takes credit for her work. The betrayal wasn't loud. It was a whisper that stole her career. Justin and Blake are old friends who've shared lots of good times. But Blake is jealous of Justin's new business and starts saying things like, "Justin's too busy for us now," to their friends. He jokes his ego's getting big. Then Justin's fiancée hears rumors that he's cheating, spread by Blake. The wedding is called off and Blake acts surprised. His concern was really a way to hurt Justin. Even family can do this. Ashley's sister Megan seems okay when their parents' money is split unevenly, but Megan tells their relatives, "Ashley's keeping it all. It's sad." Soon, family gatherings feel awkward and no one talks to Ashley. Then Megan tries to take the money through the courts. That betrayal grew quietly for months. Why do they act this way? Often it's because they're jealous. They hate that your life looks better than theirs. Or they feel like victims and want to make you look bad to feel better. They're too scared to confront you directly, so they work through others, hiding their anger behind a calm face. They don't attack you openly, they chip away at you, they twist things. Being late once becomes, "She's always late," or a bad day becomes, "He's unstable." They don't argue, they plant doubts that grow like weeds. In a world where people judge you based on what they hear, your job, your friends, your reputation, they ruin you by changing the story. You can tell something's up when you hear your mistakes repeated by others, and it leads back to them. Friends might stop calling or act distant without explaining why. They might forget to tell you important things or leave you out of plans. They're nice to your face, but people say they're worried about you behind your back. If you confront them, their denial sounds too smooth. You might even catch a small smile when things go wrong for you. Here's what to do. Figure out who's pulling away and trace where the rumors are coming from. Stay calm. Don't get angry. Talk to your true friends and strengthen those bonds. Ask them directly. "I heard someone saying I'm not doing well. Is it you?" And watch their reaction. Save messages or emails that show the truth. Keep doing your best. Let your actions speak louder than their words. If you're sure it's them, slowly distance yourself without making a scene. If you ignore this, it can hurt badly. The Stoics have advice for this. Marcus Aurelius said, "What others think doesn't matter if they don't know the truth." Their talk isn't real. Stick to what you know. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen more than we speak." Listen carefully. Their silence says a lot. Seneca said, "You can't have everything, but you can choose not to want what you don't have." Their jealousy isn't your problem. Let it fade. Number 3. The mask of friendship. This is a trick. Someone who gets close to you wins your trust and then uses your own words to hurt you. They're the friend who betrays you, the supporter who trips you up. Their kindness is fake, like a soft glove hiding a fist ready to punch, not for small gains, but to break you completely. They're like a gift that looks wonderful until it destroys you from the inside. Take James, a quiet guy at work. He meets Tyler, who's funny and friendly, asking, "What's your big dream?" James opens up about his business idea and his struggling marriage. Tyler listens carefully. A year later, James's idea is stolen, and his wife receives texts with his private complaints, thanks to Tyler, who acts innocent. His friendship was a setup. Lisa's new neighbor Megan seems perfect, asking about her job, her past, and digging deep. Soon, Megan knows her bank pins and her fears. Then Lisa's ex gets photos, Megan took them, and Lisa's life falls apart. Megan's help was actually a weapon. Ben dates Alex, who seems amazing, attentive, caring, asking about his past relationships and money troubles. 2 years later, Ben's savings are gone, and so is Alex. That love was a slow plan to take everything. Why do they do this? These people often want control or attention. They feed off your trust to feel powerful. They rush to get close because they can't form real connections. They just take. They're charming, copying your personality until you share everything, then they leave when they've gotten what they want. They don't fight you, they sneak in. They act like your twin, same humor, same problems, until you trust them completely. Your struggles, like a breakup or debt, become their tools. Your successes, like a promotion or new love, become their targets. They might leak your secrets or ruin your opportunities, all while saying, "I'm here for you." In a world where we crave connection, especially online, they slip right in. It hurts deeply because it's personal. They were close to you while planning your downfall. Be careful if someone tries to be your best friend too quickly. They might make comments that shake your confidence, pretending to care. They collect your secrets. Do they really need to know all that? Their support is inconsistent. They're there when you're doing well, but disappear when you're struggling. Their help seems to come right when you're at your lowest. They ask about parts of your life you haven't shared with them. Take it slow. Share small things at first, not your deepest secrets. Keep your dreams and problems private until you're sure. Test them by asking for a real favor. Do they actually help? Try telling them a fake secret and see if it spreads. If they fail these tests, slowly pull away without drama. Stick with friends who have proven themselves over time. The Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius warned, "Be careful of people who are too quick to stand by your side. Their eagerness is a warning sign. Pay attention." Seneca said, "Trust once lost doesn't come back. Protect it carefully." Epictetus added, "Why cry over one part of life when the whole thing is tough? Their betrayal is just a small piece. Rise above it." Number 4. The gradual attack. A river doesn't create a canyon overnight. It flows slowly, wearing down the rock until it splits. Aggression can build the same way, not with a sudden punch, but with small pushes that get worse over time if you don't stop them. The gradual attack is like a slow storm. Someone who tests you with little jabs, seeing how much you'll take, and then increases the pressure if you don't push back. They start with something small, then make it bigger, like a child poking a beehive until they smash it. Their anger isn't a quick burst. It's a fuse burning toward an explosion. Imagine Nathan at work. His coworker Eric teases, "You're slow. Don't worry, I only hit moving targets." Nathan laughs it off. Eric starts getting closer, brushing past him, blocking his way, and saying, "Why are you in a hurry?" Then one day he slams a mug down hard. Next time, it's your face. What started as a joke turned into a threat. Maria's neighbor Blake complains about her dog. That dog is too loud. Then he leaves the gate open and jokes about poisoning it. When her dog disappears, Blake's smile says it all. He wasn't kidding. Uncle Ray makes fun of his nephew Sam. "You're a weak kid." It turns into shoves at family gatherings and later punches when Sam is older. Ray's playfulness became dangerous. Why do they do this? These people want power or have hidden anger. They feel bigger when you back down. Each time you don't stop them, they get braver, like it's a game they're winning. They don't jump straight to violence. They test you first. A joke checks if you laugh. A small push checks if you move. If you don't stop them, it gets worse, from words to looks, from looks to actions. They're figuring out how much you'll tolerate. This can happen at work, at home, or anywhere, rules aren't clear. They might want to scare you, control you, or hurt you. It's up to you to say no. If you let it go, today's tease becomes tomorrow's attack. Watch out if their jokes start to sound mean, like hinting they might hurt you. They might invade your space, standing too close, or brushing against you to see if you react. Their behavior might escalate, like slamming things near you before targeting you. If you call them out, they say, "Relax, it's nothing." You might even start doubting yourself, thinking, "Am I overreacting?" That's their trick. If you push back, they might get angry quickly. Here's how to handle it. Say, "That's not okay," calmly and firmly right away. Stand your ground, step back and look them in the eye. Keep a record of every incident with dates and details. If it continues, warn them clearly. "Stop, or I'll report this." Don't handle it alone. Tell a boss, a friend, or someone who can help. Try not to be alone with them. The Stoics have good advice here. Marcus Aurelius said, "The thing that blocks you is also what makes you act." Their push is your signal to respond. Seneca wrote, "Being brave sets you free. Stand up and they lose their power." Epictetus added, "You control your mind, not what happens outside." Their actions don't define you, your reaction does. Number 5, the long game. It's like a chess master among enemies, someone who takes years to set you up, building trust like a rope they'll use to pull you down. They're the friend who waits, the coworker who watches, striking only when you're vulnerable, and they're in control. Time is their advantage, patience is their strength, and your downfall is their goal. Think of Ethan, who meets Tyler at a work event. They share drinks and talk about their dreams. 3 years later, Tyler knows everything: Ethan's divorce, his business ideas, his struggles. When a big job opportunity comes up, Tyler tells the boss about Ethan's problems. Ethan loses the job, and Tyler gets it. Those years of friendship were a trap. Ashley falls in love with Matt. They date for 3 years, sharing deep conversations. He learns her bank details and family information. After she receives an inheritance, Matt disappears with all her money. His love was a slow plan to steal from her. Why do they wait so long? These people are smart and cold. They're great at planning but lack empathy. They're driven by old grudges or a desire to win, and they're willing to wait for a big reward. They use your trust to their advantage. They don't rush. They settle in. They learn your life, your goals, your weaknesses, and store that information. They're there when you're doing well and when you're struggling, waiting for the right moment to strike. It might be when you're at your lowest or when you're on top. They hit hard because they've been patient. In our fast-paced world, their slow approach is powerful. Your distractions give them an edge. Be careful if they ask too many questions about your future plans or fears, more than seems normal. They might try to steer you off course with advice like, "Maybe you should wait." They seem to show up most when you're going through tough times. They stay calm when you face setbacks, as if they're not worried. The relationship feels one-sided. You share a lot, but they don't. Ask yourself why they're so interested in your life. Share less. Keep your plans and problems to yourself. Think back. Has anything felt off with them over time? Protect your finances and personal information. Move quickly on your goals before they can interfere. If something feels wrong, cut ties quietly. The Stoics saw this coming. Marcus Aurelius said, "Your mind takes on the shape of what you think about." Their mind is focused on your downfall. See it clearly. Epictetus warned, "Understand what people mean, not just what they say." Figure out their true intentions. Seneca added, "Waiting can calm anger. They wait for something worse. Don't wait to recognize them." These 5 signs, silent observer, quiet betrayal, mask of friendship, gradual attack, and long game, are not just ideas. They're real threats trying to destroy you. If you miss them, your career could be ruined, your relationships broken, and your peace gone. But if you spot them, you're not the victim. You're the one in control. The Stoics didn't hide from life's dangers. They faced them head on. Save this video, you might need to watch it again. Leave a comment saying, "I see clearly," so we know you made it this far. See you in the next one.